Thank you. First of all, I want to welcome everyone to this special ceremony, and it is a special ceremony. And as we go through it, you'll see all the various things that a scout has to do in order to become an Eagle. And we are so grateful to have you here. And before we get started, I would like to have a little prayer to bless this ceremony, to bless all of you that are here. And I want you to know that officially, Liam is an adult, but he has the best prayers. Would you say the prayer to open?
Absolutely. May everyone please rise, remove all non-religious headgear, join me in prayer. Dear God, may we pray today that we continue to lead on good lives and good health with good people around us. May we pray for our futures and that they hold us good. May we pray for the food to be good as well. I'm pretty hungry. And also, may we pray for these scouts to continue leading on their careers in scouting and to be able to reach Eagle. And whoever you want to believe in name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Liam.
Thank you. I'm going to miss that. Okay. Great. Oh, I'll miss you. You want to call your guard? Go ahead. I would like to introduce Braden. He is our senior patrol leader.
Color guard, attention. Color guard, forward march. And you all need to sing. Please stand. Color guard, hold. Color guard, prepare to post the colors. Color guard, post the colors. Color guard, reform.
Need a shim, Chris.
Salute. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me in the Scout Law. On my... No, my God. Law and help all the time keep my civilly strong, mentally awake, and straight. Please join me in the Scout Law. Oh, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. 2. About face. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. Color guard, dismissed.
You're going to sit next to Liam. You're going to sit in the second chair. I will just give these scouts a minute to sit down. Thank you, guys. Okay. As we begin this court of honor and examine the trail to Eagle, it's fitting that we start with the fundamental principles of scouting, the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. We have just joined together in reciting the oath. Let us begin our ceremony by lighting candles symbolic of the 3 parts of the Scout Oath.
This is wherever you drink.
Duty to God in the middle.
The middle candle represents our duty to our God. If it wants to light. There we go. Okay. The right candle represents our duty to others. And finally, the left candle represents our duty to self. If it wants to live. The rules of scouting are. Oh, is that your part? Sorry. Okay.
So in scouting, just like most things in life, we have rules. And so we would like to share these rules. The rules of scouting are found in the 12 points of the Scout Law. Each candle is lit. As each candle is lit, let us pay attention to the words and rededicate ourselves to the principle contained in these words.
Scottish.
Oh, yep, go ahead. I know.
Yeah, you.
A scout is trustworthy. See if this one lights.
A scout always tells the truth. He keeps his promises. Honesty is a part of his code of conduct.
Scout is loyal.
A scout is true to his family, friends, scout leaders, school, nation, and world community.
A scout is helpful.
A scout is concerned about other people. He willingly volunteers to help others without expecting payment or reward.
All right.
A scout is friendly.
A scout is a friend to all. He is a brother to other scouts. He seeks and understands others. He respects those with ideas and customs that are different than his own.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can. Scout is courteous.
A scout is courteous, yes. A scout is polite to everyone, regardless of age. He knows that good manners make it easier for people to get along.
Scout is kind.
Yes, a scout is kind. A scout understands there is strength in being gentle. He treats others as he wants to be treated. He does not harm or kill anything without a reason. It's good. You're good.
A scout is
Obedient.
courteous. No, obedient.
What do you say?
Obedient.
Huh? Okay. A scout follows the rules of his family, school, and troop. He obeys the laws of his community and country. If he thinks these rules and laws are unfair, he tries to have them changed in an orderly manner rather than disobey them. These lighters are a little temperamental.
Tell me. Scout is fine.
Cheerful. Turn around to the people and say it. Yes, a scout is cheerful. A scout looks for the bright side of life. He cheerfully does tasks that come his way. He tries to make others happy. A scout is thrifty. A scout works to pay his way and help others. He saves for the future. He protects and conserves natural resources. He carefully uses time and property.
Got it?
A scout is brave. They will be. A scout can face danger even if he's afraid. He has the courage to stand for what he thinks is right, even if others laugh at him or threaten him.
Scout is clean.
A scout is clean. A scout keeps his body and mind fit and clean. He goes around with those who believe and live by these same ideals. He helps keep his home and community clean. Did you hear that voice?
Scout is reverent.
A scout is reverent. A scout is reverent towards God. He is faithful in his religious duties. He respects the beliefs of others. The pathway to Eagle can be described as a steep trail leading up to 3 peaks, the highest being that of an Eagle Scout. Officially, the trail starts with tenderfoot rank and continues through second class and first class ranks. Then the mountain climbing begins. The path is marked with merit badges, leadership responsibilities, service project, the practice of scouting skills and ideals. The first peak reached is that of a Star Scout. The second is Life Scout, and then finally Eagle Scout. With the honor guard, please bring Liam's parents forward. Braden, come over here. Right here, please. Liam, could you come forward? Okay, you guys can sit back down until we're ready. I have an honor, and it's an honor. And I'm not going to cry.
Right.
I would like to present Liam with his Eagle badge. This is such a high honor. I am so proud. Go right ahead.
Is this right? Are you here?
Sure. Yeah,
Sure.
sure. It's hard to do when you're shaking.
It is.
I know. Very good. While Liam is pinning his mom, I met Eve when my grandson was in like 3rd grade. And We've known each other for a long time. I've watched Liam grow up, and even and Michael are such awesome parents and so involved, and they have helped our troops so much, and I'm so grateful. Here's Dad. Oh, and here's the mentor pin. Just let me get that too.
Do I call it now?
Yeah.
All right. So this is the mentor pin. You give this to someone that's been leading you through your life, and it was a pretty hard decision because I only got one. I wish I could have like 50 of these because there's been so many of you that have helped me throughout my time in scouting and throughout my life, but I had to pick one, so I decided to pick my mom.
Oh. 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 Okay. That was smart. I didn't wear mascara. Would you like to escort them back to their seats, please? Thank you. Wait, before you go. Scouting in America constitutes one of the most wholesome and significant movements in history, and you, Liam Moore, have been counted worthy of this highest rank in its membership. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position, as you well know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to country, to your fellow scouts, and to all of mankind. This is a great undertaking. You live up to your obligations. You bring honor to yourself and to your brother scouts. America has had many good things to give to you and children after you. But these good things depend on the qualities she instills in her citizens. As an Eagle Scout, you are prepared to help America in all that she needs the most. She has a great past, and you are here to make her future even greater. I charge you to undertake your citizenship with solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only towards the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold in the high level of service to God and your fellow man. You have too many who has used their strength and intellect to exploit others in selfish gain. I charge you to be among those who dedicate their skills and ability to the common good, build America on the solid foundations of clean living and honest work, unselfish citizenship, and the reverence of God, whatever others may do. I charge you to leave behind you a record of which every citizen may be proud. And are there any other Eagle Scouts here? Lincoln, would you please come forward?
All right. I ask all Eagle Scouts in this room to please rise. And you too, Liam. All right. I would like you to repeat after me. All right. I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize
I thoughtfully recognize
and take upon myself
and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities
the obligations and responsibilities
of an Eagle Scout.
of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best
On my honor, I will do my best
to make my training an example,
to make my training an example,
and my status and my influence
and my status and my influence
count strongly for better scouting.
count strongly for better scouting.
and for better citizenship
and for better citizenship
in my troop,
in my troop,
in my community,
in my community,
and in my contacts with other people.
and in my contacts with other people.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
Congratulations, Liam.
Thank you.
Thanks for the picture. Just so you all know, Lincoln is our new district executive, and he's only been there a short time and already has been doing amazing stuff. He is helping our troop. As you notice, we have a few girls because we started a girls troop also. And he has really helped us in getting that moving along. So thank you. It's an honor that you're here. See? So when Liam goes for an Eagle board, and Lincoln, you're not going to hear this. He has to have references, and he's not allowed to see any of those reference letters. Unless maybe his scoutmaster wrote one and has a copy. And so I'd like to read to you what I wrote to the board, because this is everything I believe in Liam. And I said, I'm writing this letter in reference to Eagle Scout candidate Liam Moore. I'm Scoutmaster at Troop 24, and Liam has been part of our troop since the end of 2020. When Liam first joined our troop, he was a very quiet young man, and he was. I would almost have to say he was kind of a loner. He was a very polite young man and never gave me any kind of a problem ever. As time went on, I watched the Scouts start to blossom, not only in his Scout skills, but also socially, and more importantly, as a helper. As a leader, it was a pleasure to watch him help other Scouts. If they struggled with a task, he was the first one to get up and help them. He did so with patience and compassion, always encouraging the Scout to keep trying and do your best. Liam put passion into Scouting. No matter what the circumstances, he completed his task and learning with positive attitude. And if another Scout was having a bad day, he would pump them up with encouragement. I truly loved his attitude, and it was contagious. As an SPL, which is a senior patrol leader, he led by example. His communication skills with myself and to his Scouts were top-notch, always clear and concise. If a Scout didn't understand, he would find various ways to communicate exactly what he needed from them. It was obvious he understood that we all have various learning curves, and he found each Scout's curve. There was a situation once where our chaplain's aide was sick, and I needed a replacement for the event. I asked Liam to help. Liam did an impromptu prayer that was beyond appropriate. To this day, I love his enthusiasm for God. Liam does prayer at the present time each Thursday at our troop meeting. When he does, every head is bowed, and his prayer is so meaningful and heartfelt. Liam and I have had discussions about God in the past that have been very inspiring. Faith is a priority in this young man's life, and I believe his faith has guided him on a daily basis. Not only does he have his own faith, but he encourages others to have faith in whatever and whomever they believe in. In closing, I must add that Liam is the type of Scout that makes me, being a Scoutmaster, an easy job. I'm extremely proud of him. His devotion to Scouts, his devotion to the community and the family, and his devotion to God. He is a true leader, and I hope he chooses to remain with our troop in the future. Helen People. And that was Liam in a nutshell. He, I mentioned about the learning curve. You know, we have such a variety of Scouts. We have some that, might have a reading problem or ADHD, I think all of us do here. You know, and it has to be repeated. Or maybe each task has to be repeated. And not once did Liam get aggravated or frustrated. He was just like, hey, it's okay. Just do this next. Just do this next. Oh, hey, let me read the instructions for you. I'm really going to miss Liam. I know he's got a bright future. And on Liam's behalf, would anybody like to say anything? Please come up if you have something you would like to say.
I am Chris Fiegels, the chairman of the awesome Troop 24. And myself, I've watched Liam blossom myself. I got a little thing to say here. Hi, everyone. You know, when Liam first joined our troop, I never thought I'd be standing here giving a speech at his Eagle ceremony. But here we are, and I couldn't be prouder of my friend. And I mean that as a friend. Liam and I we like to bicker back and forth, you know, and he calls me on my stuff, and he calls me old man, he calls me, and that's just fun of it. You know, we have a lot of fun together, and he has become my friend. Liam and I have been through a lot together. We've survived rainy campouts, tough hikes, and more than a few adventures that probably gave our scoutmaster gray hair. Sorry about that, Scoutmaster. But through it all, Liam has shown what he really means to be a scout. He's always been the first to lend a hand, whether it's helping a younger scout or a merit badge or volunteering for the toughest jobs at the camp. I think back to when Liam was working on his Eagle project. He put so much thought and effort into it. A brief description, he built a dog, like a little dog kennel, I guess you call it. And Liam didn't know anything about putting fence up or nothing at all. And him and I worked side by side, and he took that on. The first, I showed him a little bit how to do it, and man, he just took that on and went with it. You know, he's a very fast learner, and man, that was a pretty good sized project too. You know, we got done, and then we had the storm, and it flooded it all. You know what? It's still there. Still there, man. So he did a great job. So he put so much thought and effort into it. I gave you the brief description of what we did. It wasn't about checking a box. He generally wanted to make a difference in it, and he did. Liam, you've pushed yourself harder than anyone I know to reach this goal. You've earned every bit of the achievement, and you've inspired the rest of us to aim higher too. To all the younger scouts here, take a good look at Liam. This is what the Eagle Scouts looks like. Not just the badge or the uniform, but the character he's built along the way. Liam, congratulations, man. That's a high friendship here. You did it. I'm honored to call you my friend, my fellow scout, and now my Eagle Scout brother. Keep soaring, buddy.
Would anybody else like to come up and speak?
Don't jump up all at once.
Oh, I am so proud to be here. It was a long journey, and I love scouting so much. I have to say that my scout family is so, I'm not going to cry, but it's just so important to me. And over the years, we've become very good friends and had so many, like Chris said, adventures. And I thank you all for being here today. This is so meaningful. Scouting is very special. It is, I work with kids too, and the lessons that scouting teaches are not necessarily 1 plus 1 equals 2. This is so great for the whole character of a person, for a child, for helping the community, for being there when people need a hand, learning courteousness. I mean, like opening a door for another person and helping someone with their groceries and just all this stuff. It just imbues youth with these wonderful qualities, and I've really seen that. Thank you guys for taking the time and teaching Liam all these wonderful things. And he is a great citizen, not only in scouting, but in the world. And I'm so proud of him. And I'm so proud of this day and of all his family and friends that are here and his whole troop. You guys are awesome kids, and I can't wait to go to your Eagle ceremonies. I know a couple have already started working on their projects. So thank you all. And thank you again for coming.
I didn't know I was going to speak, so
Thank you.
I'll see. All right, and now here we go. Let's get to that barbecue. No, thank you guys so much, Chris and Helen, and the rest of the troop. I remember when the first time that we took Liam over to Cub Scouts, and we were really nervous because I think it was one of the first times that he ever interacted with such a large group of strangers. Basically, it was, and honestly, I thought that he would get there and just not want to do it. And I remember we walked into that room and all the kids that were there, and Liam just like immediately went over to a table and just started to interact with all these other kids. And when we left the meeting that night, he came over to Evie and I and he said, "Yeah, I can do this." That was so. I don't have to tell you guys how proud and how much I love this kid, man, and how much I love his mother. She has been the true guiding force through his career in Scouts. She's been with him every step of the way to help him with this project. I'm so proud of both of them and proud of all you guys, and want to thank you for that day that we did that project. It was a really special day, and you guys all pitched in and helped. Scouting has been wonderful for Liam. I've seen him grow as well, just like Chris said. His leadership capacity, his willingness to help other people. It's funny in life when you go back and look, and it's just like all these things coalesce like into a pattern, and to see him grow and to see him become the man that he is today. I can't thank you guys enough. We consider you part of our family, and this is not going to end on this day. We're going to be in each other's family for the rest of our lives, especially since we need to change that sink upstairs too. So. Okay. I love you guys both. I love the troop, and thank you again so much.
Hi. I just wanted to say that these last 3 years have been the best 3 years of my entire life. And I remember when we first started dating, I was going through a pretty rough time, and he was there to help me every step of the way. And I just kept thinking to myself, how is he so nice and sweet and everything? And then as I got to get to know him more, I saw the people around him who influenced him. And I just want to say how extremely proud I am of you, Liam, and that I love you.
Most of you don't know me, but and I've only known Liam for probably less than 5 years. But I'm a quiet person. I'm very observant. I observe the parents. I've observed Liam. I've heard the complaints about him as a young man. I've heard the proud overwhelmingly excitement about him doing excellent in school. I've heard concerns about him falling in love, being taken off off into somewhere. But this young man is super. Given all that today's life has to give, negative and positive. Every now and then he'd whisper in my ear something about other people. I won't say who, but I have such a respect for him. And I believe he has respect for me. I have respect for his parents. I have more respect for Liam than I have for his parents. I was going to write on that thing out there. When you get there, remember me. Because you're going to get there. Wherever you want to go, you set your mind to that and don't let somebody else sway you, because you're a brilliant young man. You've already accomplished a lot of things, and I look forward to seeing you accomplish much more.
Anybody else? Go right ahead.
My husband and I, we've known Liam for a long time, and we are best friends with his parents. And what I noticed about Liam, that he's a very thoughtful person. So when we were trying to give him presents for his next birthday, we were always thinking about what would be interesting for him to learn. And I remember we bought him a book that relates to Scouts activities. I don't know if you remember or not. And I saw Liam reading this book, and even Michael, you were interested in reading this book. And now when I'm attending this ceremony, I understand how important actually Scouting in your life and how it's been important in your life. I am not from this country. I'm a foreign origin. And for me, Scouting is something I'm not familiar with, right? But I understand now the importance of this organization and how actually this organization can shape young people. And I really appreciate it. And I'm happy for you. I wish you all the best. And you're on the right way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Liam, did you want to say anything?
Sure.
Oh boy. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm glad you all could make it out. It means a lot to me. Again, my name's Liam Moore. I'm an Eagle Scout. Some of you in here are probably thinking, wow, he really did it. And then everybody in my scout troop's probably thinking, wow, took you long enough. And I mean, they're right. It does take a really long time, especially for me to become an Eagle. I've had a long and hard trail to finish my career as a scout. It was hard, but it was definitely not impossible. For my scouts, this is what I want you to leave with today. I know how easy it is to go home and just play video games, scroll on Instagram, and do that doom scroll, but that's what I did, to be honest. But what you have to remember is that you need to start thinking about your Eagle projects, because I know some of you are already working on it, although all of you need to set the time at home for this. Whether you're thinking on working on your first class advancements or becoming an Eagle, it can be hard, but it's not impossible. I know you all are capable of achieving this, and I will be there for you every step of the way. We are brothers. We look after each other. Even if you only knew me as that one very annoying SPL or that really nerdy kid in Cub Scouts, I'll be there for you every step of the way. For those of you that don't know, only about 1% of Scouts ever make it into Eagle. But I know 100% of you will be able to make your Eagle, all right? Now, I'll be honest with you guys. If you guys believe you can do anything that I just said right now on your own, you're wrong. You're not making Eagle. It's your parents that help you out the most. My mom basically carried me on her back to get that project done. Too much that I would have 2 Eagle projects. One, if I didn't have her, I would have 2 Eagle projects. One in my left hand and the other one in my right when I tore the whole thing in half. So thank you, Mom. I really appreciate it. And as for my dad, he helped me with many steps being there for my Eagle project and helped keep me going when I didn't know how to. He was my confidant, and I thank you for that. So the parents in the audience of these knuckleheads, please be persistent. Please annoy them. Don't let them go home and sit around and do nothing. Make them sit at the table, work on their Eagle projects, because I promise you it'll pay off. Now, if I were to give a reward to the people who have helped me the most through Scouts, it would probably have to be my leaders. You guys have given it your all for us boys year after year, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for me. I want to especially thank Mr. Chris and Miss Helen. Mr. Chris, General Custard, you have to be the most active person I've met. You are constantly there to help us, being extremely practical. However, the greatest quality about you is your heart. You always have room for someone in there, and always are trying to empathize and help with others. Thank you. And as for Miss Helen, we really wouldn't be anywhere without you. We wouldn't be standing in this room. We wouldn't be Scouts without you, Miss Helen. She's always vigilant, and she's always looking out for us. You have helped me not only as so much on my Eagle project, but every step of the way through becoming who I am, both inside and outside of Scouts. I thank you so much, Miss Helen, and all of you for getting me here today. I don't know what I would have done without you. And I know things will get hard, but as Mr. Chris says, that's what she says. Looking back on my scouting career, I see a mix of both good and bad memories. Starting with the good, my favorite part of Scouts has always been spending time camping with these guys. One of my fondest memories is our camping trip last summer, when we all decided to have a cook-off against the 2 patrols. My patrol cooked empanadas, and I personally feel like we were the winners. But I know there were no winners, but obviously it was us. But, you know. It's in these aspects of Scouts I find the most fulfilling. The time spent playing gaga ball, making fires, or even creating shelters. Scout is a gateway to the extraordinary for anyone to enjoy. I will always love Scouts for teaching me so many things, and now that I'm Eagle, I can finally soar and find my own path wherever I need to go. Now, with every good thing, there will always be something not so good. I have many memories in Scouts where something bad happened, like when it rained or that other time when it rained. And, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, Scouts really hate the rain. That's just something that we really hate. I'd probably say, though, my most embarrassing memory and my worst memory in Scouts was when I was on a camping trip to a Star Wars camp out at Flaming Arrow. Now, my friend Isaac here remembers this very well. I thought I'd share it with you all just so you get to enjoy a little bit and see how I've grown. It's pretty ugly, but our senior scouts at the time were trying to get us to finish these objectives to progress through this camp out. And one of the objectives was we had to kayak across a lake. Now, the senior scouts ahead of us were able to do it very easily. It was very simple, just go straight, then make a left turn, and you were done. Now, Isaac, me, and his buddy Nick had to get across that lake, and we had to sit in that kayak, and we all brought our phones with us. So I don't know if you can see where this is going, but we managed to get pretty far. We got to the middle of the lake, and we had to make one turn. But I forgot that the rear is the rudder, not the motor. So what happened was we started spinning in circles around the lake while everyone around us were watching us, trying to figure out how to get across this lake. I remember my buddy Isaac started screaming. He started screaming, "I don't want to fall in. I don't want to die. I don't want to die." And the whole thing was shaking, and it was crazy, but we finally figured out after a lot of yelling to get across to that lake, and overall it was pretty embarrassing. But what I can take away from this is that this does sound like a bad memory, but this is Scouts. Learning from your mistakes. If I didn't learn that I was supposed to be the person steering, we would have never been able to make it out of that lake. If you don't make mistakes, you will never learn at all. So my Scouts, I wish for you to try everything and to keep trying till you find things to learn from. And also so you can have some funny stories when you come up here and have to tell a bunch of people. Thank you. The greatest Scoutmaster of all time, be with us till we meet again. Good night.
Thank you. Closed right now. You've enjoyed it. And again, I guess this is why I'm still here, because this is what I get to do. And I love each and every one of these boys. Liam, you know. So now that you're an adult, look at that. Thank you, everybody, and we have wonderful food, refreshments. Eve, do you want to let them know what's what?
Oh, sure. Well, we have chicken barbecue, pork barbecue. This is Liam's favorite food. Thank you, Mom. My Nana did a lot of cooking here. And then we have coleslaw, salad, and
Broccoli Rob.
broccoli rabe. What I missed. Macaroni and cheese that Michael made. So anyway, it'll be great.
Hello, Liam. This is Lincoln Allen, your district executive for Suncoast. So I oversee Pasco County and all our Scout troops, Cub Packs, and Venture Crews around Pasco County. And congratulations on achieving the prestigious rank of Eagle Scout. It's a rare honor that very few Scouts ever achieve, and it is one of my most proudest honors, and I hope it becomes one of yours as well. And I encourage you to continue your journey and be that best person that you can be. Remember why you got that Eagle Scout, what you did to get there, because those skills and values will carry with you for the rest of your life. I also encourage you to pass on everything that you learned to your Scouts, to the Scouts that are going to follow you. It is a great honor, and you'll see a lot of opportunities open up to you. So I just want to say congratulations.
Congratulations to Liam. I'm just so proud of him.